Welcome to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in with us again. We greatly appreciate it. We're picking up from our last session. As always, we'll introduce ourselves. My name is Devin. I am the Dungeon Master.
And I am Ryan. I'm playing Altan, the Tiefling Warlock.
I'm Brad, playing Arden, the Wizard.
I'm Kayla, playing Kaiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
I'm Austin, playing Sheru, the Tortle Cleric.
I'm Ben, playing Raina, the Human Ranger.
I'm Sarah. I am playing Asar, the Fire Genasi Sorcerer.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, everybody. Picking up from where we were last time, the party has been journeying into the wilderness north of the Pumango Oasis. They shared some stories last time about their different backgrounds, particularly Sheru and Kaiji. And they, on the second day of their journeying, they noticed a campfire in the distance, and Altan and Kaiji went to investigate while the rest of the party set up camp for the night. And Altan insulted a poor gnome out looking for magical components, but in need of help nonetheless. And we're picking up with Kaiji and Altan returning back to their camp after that encounter. So
was that part of our watch, or we did that before watches?
That was
I think that was during the watch.
yeah, this would have technically been during a watch.
Yeah.
So we did a really good job keeping watch if we were 2 miles away most of the
Yeah.
time.
It's true. So I assume we come back and everyone's
We're
still
all-
alive.
We're all dead.
Everyone's gone. The camp is deserted.
Yep. The other four, they're done, out of the party. Just you two from now on. But
What's that one thing, like Rononoke or whatever it is?
Oh,
Roanoke.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all the things.
That's all it says is Roanoke.
but yeah, you make it back. Everyone's resting. And yeah.
Did we... Who was going to take next watch?
I don't know. I
Should
feel
we
like
just
it's
pick
usually.
someone?
I feel like it's usually Sheru. Arden usually wakes up with the sun.
Yeah, I usually do the middle of the night because I can see well, but we wanted to go...
Yeah.
It's kind of
Arden
dark
does,
already.
Arden does the first one because it's lighter, but
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to leave the humans in the middle of the night. Oh well.
I don't know, I think I don't really enjoy the thought of waking up Sheru or Arden.
Well, Arden will wake himself up in the morning. I mean, oh, I see. We don't want to wake Sheru and tell him that there's a man out there that wants to teach us something, because he'll run off in the middle of the night.
Right, or just that he'll have a 10-minute conversation with me before I can get to bed after I wake him up. Should I just wake Rainer?
You hear something in your ear. It's your patron. 10 minutes, huh?
At least.
Yeah, that's, I guess, Rainer's not a bad pick. I mean, he probably doesn't want to be third watch because that's the darkest. So, yeah, we'll wake him and hope he's not angry about it.
Yeah, he might be. He hasn't had a lot to drink today.
I'll need to keep stocked next time for me and him. So I go over and I start shoving Rainer in the shoulder.
I'm up.
Morning sunshine.
Is it all? It better not be more. It's not. Okay, it's not morning. I still can't see anything. Kaiji.
Yes.
Yes. How'd it go?
It went well. He's a friendly. He wants our help with.
Sort of.
What do
Well-
you mean, sort of?
He would have been friendlier if Altan hadn't been the one to talk to him, but that's beside
I
the
don't know.
point.
I think he's just got a chip on his shoulder or something.
The point is, he wants help. He wants to look for some kind of components around. Apparently, there's some magic or special plants. Blah.
Okay.
Anyway,
I mean, maybe we can Do we need to go there now?
No, he said he'd wait till morning.
Okay, thank God.
But good news is for your watch, you can light a fire or that sort of thing to see a little bit better.
That's actually
don't need to
not a
worry
bad
too much about
idea. Yeah. No, thank you. I do appreciate that. It'll help out a bit. Yes. Yeah, good job. I do appreciate, people that kind of can move around. I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. I should be good. Let me get a fire going. Just a small one, probably.
All right. Good luck to you, Rainer.
I just need a drink of water.
I assume the trees are 2 miles away. There are no trees near us. Is that true?
There's starting to be trees in this area.
There one that could support my weight?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you're able to find it's more like a shrub, but I mean it works well enough.
3 feet tall or something.
Shrub meaning like 7, 8 feet.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
like
Basically a big bush.
large bush essentially is what it is. But
As
technically
long
it's a tree type of plant. So
as long as there's a branch long enough for me and supports my weight, that's fine by me.
And just before I go to sleep, I don't have any spells to like commune or anything, but I'm just gonna kind of mutter, "Did you just talk to me in my head or something?"
So as you do that, you wait for a little while, and then you just hear a soft little chuckle,
Oh, well,
and that's about it.
that's not disturbing at all.
He sees you when.
Devil Santa Claus.
Santa patron confirmed. Okay. So after these two have kind of gone to bed, I get just a small fire going, and I gently wake up Arden.
Okay.
Arden,
What do you want?
just let's have a little talk.
Okay.
You can do your watch with me, then you can get to bed and sleep in for once.
Oh, that won't happen, but that's okay.
Okay.
I like the thought.
So, I did kind of want to go over a couple things.
We're doing a fire now?
Yes, that's
Okay.
actually kind of part of what I wanted to go on about. So, in the morning, we're going to be headed north to that other campfire. Turns out they are a bit friendly. The man of the camp says that he kind of deals in components and such. I wasn't entirely awake during that conversation, but seems like he might be kind of up your alley, and
Oh, those
might-
kind of components.
you might do a better
If
job
he has
of-
a pearl worth 100 gold that he would have given me, I'm going to kick myself.
Well, we'll see. If it's something that you don't necessarily need, we might be able to get something that we could sell, barter later, use in trade. Also, we didn't really get a chance to go over some of that draconics stuff because we kind of set up camp a bit quiet. I did want to. You keep mulling over those etchings, the draconic ones. I
Yes. Yeah.
wanted to kind of see if you could just give me a good read through those. Maybe we can figure something out. You can get a little bit more headway, something fresh on your mind, so
of
that when you
course.
talk to him, maybe perhaps he could help you figure it out
That's
as well.
a good idea, yes. I like that idea. Yes, I feel it like it's on the tip of my brain, and I need something to just unlock the key. Well, wait, no, that doesn't work.
keys unlock the locks and the. Yeah. See, I need my water in the morning.
I mean, you could probably walk me through the other things. Maybe there's some sort of clue hidden in the other.
Sure. I think
things.
actually I have something else that you might be able to help me with better.
Okay.
And I show you the drawing I have of the goggles that I'm trying to work on.
Well, I have this idea for these goggles that I can see in the evening, hopefully. I mean, the basic structure, I mean, they wear around your head with leather. Have you ever worked with leather? I mean, you have whips. I don't know.
I've skinned my fair share of animals.
I don't know how to
in the past.
cure anything, I guess.
Oh, it's not too hard. You just, need to find something big enough for the leather you need. Skin it, stretch it in the sun, let it dry out a good couple days or so. You don't want to really work with it until it's fully dried and shrunk to its final state. Then you can work towards cutting it up. You can actually soften it up with a bit of water to shape it how you need to. Such stuff like that. It's actually not too difficult once you've done it, but once you've done it once or twice. But if you don't know what you're doing, it's fairly easy to actually mess up. So
Yeah, I have no clue on that. The magical part, I feel like I can figure out at some point and maybe find some help on that too. But yeah, I would appreciate help on that. I can go over some draconic with you. Just
just
this is what cat is and dog and
just
supercalifragilistic.
I do work well
Yeah,
with
prestidigitation.
visual things. I did a lot of a bit of book learning when I was a kid, which is kind of why I wanted to kind of read through. Maybe you show me what the scroll those markings you copied look like, and maybe I can get a visual.
Yeah, Sharu did a rubbing. I didn't grab it from him, but there's this is what I was able to write down. But probably not going to make sense to you. But we can, at least I can talk it through, and that might help.
So as he talks through, and he kind of goes over the spells, because I know one of them was Long Strider and one of them was Protection from Evil and Good. Rainer actually is just like, I think I've seen this before.
This is familiar to you.
Yes, I didn't realize this was like a wizard thing. It's actually, I know the protection spell, is it? Yeah, it's actually kind of not uncommon within. I know my father knew how to do that. Just with the whole the work in which we were employed, essentially. And this other one, my uncle actually, I think he tried teaching me this once when I was a kid. I could never figure out back then how it worked, but a bastard could run like the wind. No, this is good stuff. I'm surprised. I didn't expect to see something like this that I would understand.
I honestly was not expecting you to understand so quickly, and this is great.
Me either. I don't think I get a bit of the draconic, but well, maybe a bit.
takes
You're actually a
time.
lot better teaching than Sharu is.
Well, there's stuff
It's-
you need to know, and then there's stuff that you don't.
I do understand, why you were saying that sometimes you can skip some of the basics and learn some
Yes,
things.
of course.
But yes, this is good.
It's like music. It's something you can play something, but you don't necessarily know how it comes together to make it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not a musician.
I would have never guessed.
I can, the only thing I play is bone games and such, just
I do have a question though. I have the ability to detect magic, of course.
Yes.
I've used it before. We've used it before in different places, and I noticed your whip, one of your whips, anyway, is magic. Is that a family gift or?
Yes, family.
As you
just
mentioned,
family
your family actually knew magic, and did they create that?
Yes, with the work of some others, we
That wasn't passed down to you, I
family-
guess.
not intentionally and not in the way that it came to me, but I did end up with it. My family, I don't know how many generations ago, we had friends in another area of the country that helped with the creation and the enchantment of it, and it served a good many uses and ended up with me, and I guess I'd try and do my family proud with it. So
The same idea with the whip basically has imbued in it magical properties. That's what I want to do with the goggles.
okay, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't know how to do that myself. It's not my forte.
Well, that's fine.
But I do understand the gist of what you're getting at, and
Yeah.
that would actually, well, I mean, honestly, if we could make 2 pairs of those, that would serve me well too.
I didn't even think about others on this. Of course.
Just, give us all a bunch of night vision goggles.
That would be nice.
So as you guys finish up your conversation and you move through your watch, nothing eventful happens. The rest of the watches, same thing. It's a pretty mellow night. One thing you each kind of recognize as you get up in the morning is that the smoke's a little thicker in the air. You're able to feel it in your breathing a little bit more.
Altan, I thought you said he just had a campfire. Seems like there's a bloody wildfire going on out there.
Yeah, my
Definitely
voice is a
not
little
around
raspy now. I don't know if it's the smoke or...
Actually, I think your voice is always like that. But
Oh,
I do-
okay. Yeah, that's true.
unhealthy for sensitive groups now. Well, I don't see any wildfires, so I think that smoke's from somewhere a bit further away. I don't think it was just that campfire.
Okay. That is a bit concerning that it seems to be growing like it is. Let's make sure we just keep an eye out, try and stay safe. With
I just hope
No
we're not going to
long-
have to travel around it if
Yeah.
it's between us and Nalia.
that could be an issue. My biggest worry here is, on the desert it wasn't a problem, but on the grasslands, strong gust can send a wildfire so fast you never outrun it.
I'm kind of fireproof, though, so I think Asar is too, actually.
One would hope so. When I flip my hair.
Well, for those of us who aren't fireproof, let's, kind of keep a close eye out. Let's go meet this gnomish friend.
Oh, yeah, about that. Just one note before we do. He didn't really like this human guy he met, but, our group doesn't have any weird human guy other than the two of you, but he didn't talk to either of you.
Do you think he'll recognize us if said human guy is not accompanying the party?
No, I mean, if he asks, just, we found someone trying to rob our camp, and we killed him, and he's not a problem anymore, so...
Altan, I don't think that is a good story. I think you'll need to be a random human guy again.
Why? I can just be, a
Just don't say
random
anything.
tiefling guy, and I won't say
Just
anything.
don't
and-
say anything.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're a different group than he talked to last
All you
night.
need to do is be confident that you were always the tiefling.
Exactly. I was always the tiefling.
He already didn't trust you. You think he's gonna trust you now that he.
He was
let this
never
play
a
out.
human.
This
It's
could be
all
an
figment of
interesting story to share
imagination.
later.
I think he'd be happy that we found that untrustworthy guy acting untrustworthily and we killed him.
I will say, let's
Before
stop
he could-
giving Sharu ideas.
No, I think this is a great idea. Let's see how this plays out, and however it goes, it will be an interesting story.
Mr. Altan, what is this gnome's name?
I didn't ask.
Okay. And what is the quest that he wants us to go on?
I didn't ask that either.
No, well, you kind of did.
He-
Something about spell
I don't know. It
components.
didn't seem very
Spell
interesting to me,
components
but
I
but-
will say this: if it's headed north, like northwest, the direction we're going, fine.
right, it's maybe something valuable. But I think the priority is finding.
But
some
we
missing
do.
people.
Yes, I
He
I
got
do feel
really
like
upset
we've-
with me when I was asking if he had seen the folks we're looking for. I don't know why.
I have no idea why. What, do you just go up and say, hey, have you seen any pirates lately out here in the middle of the wasteland?
No, he said he was out in the wasteland looking for things, and so I thought, maybe if while he was looking, he might have seen them.
You did ask him if you've seen pirates in the wasteland.
I think I said enslaved pirates, yes.
Okay, I think I'm beginning to understand a bit more of why he's...
Not a people person.
Okay.
Yes, I told you it didn't go very well.
I mean, he wants to meet with us, so I think it went perfectly well, as Sharu would, attest.
I'm glad we
It's all
talked.
about the result.
It is all the result. That's what I've been saying. Thank you for finally agreeing with me.
I'm glad we talked last night. I think this is going to be your game here.
Let's talk to Mr.
Gnome.
Mr. Unknown Gnome,
We need people of intelligence on this sort of, mission,
wherever they may be.
quest thing.
Okay. So you guys proceed forward and make your way to the encampment, and as you get there, it looks to be it's still intact, but you don't see any gnome. Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Guidance. I thought you said there was a gnome here.
17.
17. You're able to see tracks around. It doesn't look like anyone's left, but you don't see any
He's probably just passed out in his tent or something.
gnome.
And if he's not past that, we can see if he has any cool stuff.
How many?
that's the
About how many
paradigm.
tracks? Just what looks like maybe just a single individual's.
Just a single individual, gnomish.
Okay.
But doesn't look like they've left at all. And looks like it's just been like a normal campsite, but you don't see anyone there.
I've got a bad feeling.
I'm gonna ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I was gonna. Yeah,
So 10 minutes.
Okay.
that's what I
Are
was
we just
gonna
gonna all
do.
stand here waiting?
Sounds good.
for him, or
I'm
should
gonna-
we-
Actually,
And this is the first time I've
Call
cast it, so I
Yeah,
haven't ever seen any of the magic stuff that people have.
watching him do his thing intently,
Just gonna keep an eye out, kind of
and then
Why not?
circling.
Should one of
Okay.
us just try to
Slowly
start
realizing-
talking to the gnome? Maybe.
we didn't see it.
Try
he's-
talking
just
up,
saw tracks.
speaking
in
up.
his tent.
Gnome person.
Could be in his tent.
Assad's
Oh,
going
yeah,
to go
that's
duck
right,
her head
nobody
in and look in the
knocked.
tent.
Turn
You
into
do
the
not
human
see
that.
anything in there.
Turn into the human
Not
that
even
they
like a
didn't like.
bedroll
You
chest.
see like the common camping gear, a bedroll, a small chest, a pack, things of that
I wonder
nature.
if he's
She,
turned invisible.
Who has the spear?
I do.
Can you, without the pointy end, poke inside just to see if he's illusioned himself?
He can also use a.
Without the pointy end?
Well, I don't want to hurt him.
He has a magic hand he could use.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, you
I'll just-
poke around in there.
I'm gonna mage hand and
Maybe
just
without the
I-
stabby
pull the
stab.
flap of the tent aside so we can look inside.
Nothing in there besides what has already been mentioned.
I'll look.
And I'm gonna
Wait,
go just
Haven't
investigate.
you guys heard of the mimic?
I'm just gonna investigate.
The what? Oh, yes, I found stories.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
mimic tent. I've heard of mimic
Oh.
chests, but I've never seen
Natural
a
20,
mimic tent
26.
before.
Okay. As you're looking around in here, as what
all
was
his
mentioned earlier,
belongings.
just kind of same stuff that you see. You do notice that this does look to be a mage's or alchemist's gear.
Ooh, alchemist.
So you see that there's spell components. There's things written on scrolls in Draconic, things of that nature, but you don't see any gnome.
We must find him. He's
Well, I'm
Might
sure
be a
he's on his
key.
way back or something. Why don't we just eat some breakfast while Sherry's doing his detective thing, and maybe he'll show up?
Maybe.
If we need to kill time,
Go ahead and make another investigation check for me. A
Guidance.
new investigation check.
Rainer and I could hunt for breakfast, try to
Sorry, survival.
Still good. 23.
Okay.
improve our ration store a little bit.
Shrew. I don't think we need the detect magic.
I'm still doing it.
So you're a couple minutes in at this point, as they've kind of looked around. One thing you notice, what was the roll again?
23.
Okay, let me roll something real
Yeah,
quick.
should do rations, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You notice as you guys are all investigating this, new footprints in the ground.
New footprints while we're there? Oh, shoot.
So I kind of like nonchalantly, like I'm still just wandering aimlessly, but kind of work my way towards where the new footprints are. Just kind of raising my voice. Mr. Gnome Person, we heard you were in need of assistance. Get your tiny ass out here right now. And I reach out to grab like where I think he might be.
Mm-hmm.
Just like kind of like a coat or whatever, just kind of clothes that maybe just to kind of grab it.
Okay, sounds good. So you reach out. Go ahead and make a we'll just say a grapple for this purpose, just to see if you're able to reach out, and do so with advantage. Straight roll actually, because you
She's invisible.
yeah.
11.
Okay, let me check something. So you go to reach out, and bear with me. Oh, that is not the one I want. So you go to reach out, and you don't grab on anything, but you hear a little and you see kind of dust pick up, and the gnome reappears after making that sound. And he's like, okay, I'm here. What? Is just worried you were gonna kill me.
Oh no, don't worry. We only kill the bad people that really annoy us and piss us off when we waste our time.
That's not true. We're not dead yet.
That's true. I can name at least 3 people in this party. 3 people in this party.
I think
Okay,
you're all
you've got
wonderful.
No, see, we're fast friends, all of us.
Very fast, mostly fast.
Not that fast, but
Okay. Here's the, short and quick of it. We heard you needed help. We do have tasks of our own. If we are headed in the same direction, we are more than happy to give what assistance we can. Our esteemed pillar of intelligence here is probably more interested in what you may have to offer than anyone else here. So, talk to him. Do it.
Certainly. Well, and you see him kind of starting to lower a crossbow that was like aimed right at your gut, and
Good decision.
he looks around and he's like, "Well, I can see I'm outnumbered here."
Mr. Gnome, we mean you know harm. My name is Arden.
Arden.
What is your name?
My name is. I have a name.
Is it a boy's name too?
It is. Yeah, my name is Urin.
Urin. I like that.
Urin Nia.
Urinia.
URINNIHA.
Well, we're in Nia of
I'm sorry, I pronounced that wrong. I have pronunciation right here. Urinnaya.
There we go. Dang it. Then it doesn't work.
How far long is my spell?
Huh?
How far along is my spell?
I'd say at this point probably like 5 minutes.
Okay. I'm still just background, just muttering.
I think it's fascinating what you just did. You turned invisible. I have a problem. I have a puzzle that needs figuring out. But anyway, what do you need help with?
Well,
Maybe we can help each other.
perhaps. I'm what you'd call someone who likes to learn things.
You're in the right place.
Of course I am. I know that. But the challenge I have is I came out here a little unprepared. I specifically study animals of sorts, and specifically the useful parts of animals, from their eggs to their different pieces of the body that can be used for casting of spells.
Yeah, like guano.
Exactly. And I'm searching this area. It's specifically, I found a lot of interest in what's called the Makisi wetlands, which is just north of here. And I'm after a specific thing. I mean, I'm searching for all sorts of stuff, but I am specifically after the Makisi swampfish mucus. And
Fish have mucus?
yes,
Interesting.
this one specifically has lots of mucus. And I wasn't expecting it to be as difficult as it has been. One, in finding them, and then two, I think I may have bitten off more than I can chew.
I've done that with
Because-
water.
What?
Nothing. Never mind. Continue.
Okay. But anyway, I'm just concerned that I won't be able to get this, and I really need it for my experiments. So I could use some help finding it. But anyway, I mean, if you're willing to help, I could probably provide some of these other rare components and as trade for your time.
I think we can come to an agreement. There's one question I have, and I want to see if you can answer it. It's this puzzle I have. What kind of spell would use an eyelash encased in gum arabic?
Oh, I know exactly what that is. Perhaps I'll tell you if you help me.
Do I tell if he's telling the truth? Can I
Make an insight check.
Guidance.
Thank you. 17.
Seems to be being honest.
I mean, for myself, I want to, say to the group, it's a group effort to find this fish and do whatever, but I am very interested in this.
How
Can we
far
have more
do-
important fish to fry?
I'm direction, distance, size, numbers, whatever we're looking at as far as how you say it's you've bitten off more than you can chew. Is this something that'll take us more than a day to handle?
Well, not necessarily.
Okay.
Maybe. I could, but
Because we do not have a lot of time to spare, and we may end up leaving you with the big fish if we can't get this done in a hurry.
Do you happen to know what direction water would be, where this fish may be?
well, it's to the north. It's the dry season.
Then we're going
You
north
see.
anyway.
And That's why I'm here, because if I came during the wet season, I'd probably die.
Wet means death. Okay.
Well, in the desert, it often can. I heard that from my crew members. I never experienced it myself.
I mean, if there's crocodiles in the region, it's common for them to be walking across the desert to find more water because their ponds dry up. So, I mean, you could still die out here.
It's entirely possible it was, something other than the fish that might be keeping him from getting to them.
Wait. Mr. Naya, was it?
Yeah.
How large is this fish?
Well, it's quite large.
That's a good question.
That's what it is.
There
It
is.
eats crocodiles, doesn't it?
It can.
Yep.
It can eat people then.
I mean, it can.
How much mucus do you need?
Maybe a handful.
A handful.
Here's the thing. During the dry season, they're dormant.
So,
Cute.
so they're living underground.
Exactly.
So they're not easy to wake up, hopefully.
They should not be awake at all.
I feel like it's worth it, but that's me. I'm very excited about this. I'm sorry. It's,
No, I understand. And just talking with you last night, I understand how you are very close on this. We've got to make this quick. We don't have the time to waste on it, but I say if we can get in and out, get it done.
What is the
We're
trick to
traveling
finding
north.
them?
Well, you just find a big hole and you go down it.
Oh.
What joy. I love nothing more than going into holes in the ground.
That's like the opposite of what you do, isn't it?
Yes, that is the opposite of what I do. Sharu, on the other hand, might be comfortable with holes in the ground.
Yes, I enjoy the underground.
I mean, there's usually
Quack
interesting
muttering
things to unlock.
and hand waving.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
Have
still
you
ritually crafted.
located a possible site that one of these might be under?
Well, they're typically not hard to find. I haven't found one per se. I've just kind of been scouting the region, realized I probably needed a little bit more help, and was going to write this trip off as a failure, but if you can help me.
Well, shall you come with us as we travel north? Because I
Oh,
don't think
absolutely.
we have enough time to go there, then come back.
Well, absolutely. I can look for the location, and we can dive in and see what we can find.
You do seem to be a bit more knowledgeable about the area here, so show us where we're going. Thank the gods it's north, that's the direction we're headed, which is probably why you're lucky that we might be helping you. So
Where are you going?
we're headed north as well.
Well, where?
We are headed towards Nalia.
You came through here to get to Nalia?
It was the quickest way.
If you say so. But anyway, I mean, you're going to have to go through the wetlands anyway. So,
Well then, our paths coincide.
yes. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm happy to take your help as long as possible, and maybe I can travel with you to Nalia when we're done. Does that sound agreeable?
I'm all for it.
Might give us time, so instead of you having to sit down with him, we can just continue our trek northward. Okay, pack up the camp. And
Very well, very well. And he waves his hands in the air, and everything just kind of magically packs itself, and he puts his pack on his back, and you guys are ready to head off.
You'll
That
need to
looks
teach me
useful.
that
Yeah.
trick.
Do I finally finish my spell?
You do finish your spell. You notice tons of magical things.
Cool. Like what?
All sorts of things, various schools.
Okay.
So you get a ping from like an amulet. You get a ping from a spell book. Scrolls.
Yeah, I've got
technically not a
several
spell
things
book,
on me.
But
That ping.
Oh, I guess you'd see my tattoo
well,
too.
outside of what the party has.
Well, I've never seen the party, so I'd be.
Oh,
Yeah, he's never
I
seen the
see.
party. This is his first
Yeah,
time.
so you get a ping from all of them that have magical items.
Tattoo bag, any questions? all of him.
Yeah. You get 3 pings.
So we just need to mug this guy.
Jeez. Arden was right. You guys are terrible. But we are going to end the session there and pick up next time with the hunt for this Makisi swampfish. Thanks for listening.
You have been listening to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the RollFare team. Copyright 2021 by RollFare LLC. All rights reserved. Visit us online at rollfare.com.